Yes, guys, we're back. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that. I hope everyone's recovered from yesterday, because that depression is still ringing in my head. I don't know. I don't know about this season, man. I wanted to set up a stream today to just try and logically talk about all the aspects of what's going wrong with Chelsea. Try and look at it from a bit of a level-headed perspective and try to assess where we need to improve and what the biggest issues are right now. We're going to talk about Poch. We're going to talk about the players. We're going to talk about what else? We're going to talk about injuries, bad luck. I'm sure we can discuss that as well. Yes, Usima, you saw it. There's a reason why we're wearing the 15-16 shirt. There's a big reason for it. We're going to delve into all of it. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Big up Nikoi. Big up Gavman. Everyone's saying road to 40 points. It's all long. Big up to Jimmy, saying it's one aspect, the manager. I hear that, but everyone's talking about all the other aspects. So we're going to touch on it. Doesn't mean that they're all to blame. It doesn't mean that one is more than the other, but we're just going to discuss it. And yeah, we're going to entertain all aspects of it. Big up to Mike. Big up to EE. Big up to Warrior. Bro, I feel like it's the same vibes of 5 things we learned as last season, where I'm just sitting there waffling for 10 minutes about the exact same points over and over and over and over again. Big up to Grandfuck, big up to Brian, big up to Mike P, big up to Lee Bell, big up to everybody that's in here. Big up to the gathering, big up to Mickey, big up to all my people, man. Big up to all my people. Lewis, when he tried to rebuild with youth, a new manager, board and owner while still in recovery from a transfer ban, government sanctions, hostile takeover, FA agenda, and media hatred, the only way is down. My brother, I hear all of this, but it just feels like excuses. I won't lie, man. It just feels like excuses. That's why we're talking about all of these specific topics. We can talk about what's realistic, what we can go at, and what's really just an excuse. Because there is a couple of excuses being thrown around. Big up to DK saying, what happened to my beautiful club? CBA, man. I'm with you. I'm with you, my guy. The only thing good this week is EAFC. Oh, shit, that's coming out this week. Fuck. Oh, crap. That's long. Daniel, I hear it, man. We spent $1 billion. I'm not really here for excuses at this point. Like, we just got to be realistic about where we are and why we're here and where we need to improve on. We need to be realistic and level-headed. Mickey says, surely you're not going to blame Roman, Lewis. No. You could say past. I understand the argument with past windows and everything. We have spent $1 billion in that time. We have rebuilt the squad. Now we need to start getting results. It's fine. Assad, bro, I'll go Fulham. Fulham's like a 20-minute walk down the road for me. I don't mind going to Fulham. I don't mind that. Burnley, though. Keep this up, Chelsea. Keep this up. Fulham, I don't mind. I will firm going to Fulham away. I'm going to catch up with a few old friends for that match. I'll make the most out of it. I'm not traveling too far. I'm not wasting any money on travel. I'm just using my legs. So I'm fine. Burnley, fuck that. Fuck that if this shit continues. I'm not doing it to myself. I'm not doing it to myself. And if you're an away fan watching this, don't do this to yourself either. Stay at home, relax. Get a VPN or something. Just watch the game. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your stress. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Big up to DK saying Poch before the games must win. Poch after the games injuries. We played good. Sacked by December. EA Lewis clubs, I will be there no matter what. Once I get the Elgato, once I get FIFA, we're going to sort it. Arpan, there will be UCL watch-alongs tomorrow. We're going to do AC Milan Newcastle. And we'll pick a late kickoff. Maybe PSG Dortmund or something. It is what it is. Big up to Gathering. Big up to Santiago. Big up to Chloe as well. Big up to Ravens. If Poch is fired by Christmas, then it's our ownership. No, because Poch is digging his own grave as we speak. He's digging his own grave as we speak. I respect that this situation is a process, but Poch is sounding like one fat catfish right now. 5 games in, and I am already signed out of Poch press conferences because this guy just sounds like Graham Potter. Straight up. He goes back on his word every single time. He contradicts himself by the press conference. From no excuses, we must win, to blaming the performance on injuries, to winning at all cost, to patience after the Nottingham Forest game. From talking about standards to saying that this is the reality of where we are and protecting the point in the last few minutes. Like Scott says, blaming it on injuries as well. The guy sounds like the definition of Spursy. The definition of it. And all you had to do is look at the last 50 minutes of the game to see what our mentality was. We played for a point at Bournemouth. At Bournemouth. Do you know how embarrassing that is? You look at the way that we tried to attack that game while we're meant to be chasing a win. Nobody running for a counter-attack. Enzo time wasting coming off the pitch. He got booked for time wasting. And that comes from the mentality of the manager. And what worries me is that if that's how he's managing these games, the board must know about that too. And that's what's worrying. If this is how we're handling fucking Bournemouth at home, not at home, Bournemouth away, what are we doing in the next few games then? It's pathetic, the mentality that we're showing in these games. And it's not just that I'm worried about with Poch. The game management is questionable. From the Carney Mudryk sub at West Ham to the panicked responses when we're losing games, to this obsession with Chilwell at left wing, to fucking the late subs, the questionable subs, the time wasting. Like, he don't fill me with any confidence. The way we accepted a draw today was pathetic. It was so pathetic. Now, again, like, we'll talk about the other factors as we delve into the rest of the stream, and we'll talk about how legit they are. But like, as of right now, Poch is my biggest worry. He's my biggest worry. I'm not Poch out. I am Poch doubt. I doubt this guy. I doubt his mentality. I doubt where he's going to take us. Now, obviously, things can change over the next few weeks. But as of right now, shit, I ain't confident. I ain't confident at all. Keep using rebuilding as an excuse and everything. It's not an excuse, especially when we have statistically the easiest start to the season. The easiest start to the season. We make Wimbledon look like hard work. We make Luton look like hard work. Ignore the scoreline. We're only good for the second half. Yeah, it's Poched out. It's Poched out. You lot can run with that all you want. It's Poched out right now. Not Poch out, Poched out. Because right now, I don't have faith. I don't have faith with the way that we're moving. Like, rebuilding is not an excuse. Spurs are rebuilding. Spurs sold their best player. They brought in a bunch of new players under a new manager. They're unbeaten in 4 league games. With a harder run than what we have. A much harder run. It's not good. Like, at the least I could take from Poch is if he wasn't accepting these performances. If he was saying, this isn't good enough, we need to improve, we will do better, we must be better. All those sorts of stuff, I'd be like, okay, cool. At least your mentality's in the right place. No, he's saying this is the reality of the situation. We need to accept this. We need to see more of this. Well, we're going to see more of this. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because with the games that are coming up, we're not seeing more of this. We're seeing more L's. It's not going to be draws. Excuses, excuses, excuses come from Poch with every press conference. And it's fucking worrying, man. Now, we can talk about the players because I know rival fans will want to do that, and I'm fine with that because players can have some of the blame too. It's not 100% on Poch. As much as I think he's the biggest issue, it's not 100% on him too. Chilwell has been the worst player in the squad this season, yet constantly gets into the team. Although, again, you see how the biggest issue, Poch, is also relevant in that. Thiago Silva, I won't lie, I'm starting to see the argument that he's too slow on the ball. But that's also a team thing. You just have to look at the way we handled that last 15 minutes or the whole game in general. We overplay to death. We overplay to death. Gallagher is just straight Conor Gallagher. How he's got 6 starts in 6, I don't know. How he got the armband, I don't know. Oh, wait, we go right back to the number 1 issue, Poch, because he's the one that's starting him. Colwell at left back, that's another one. He was getting done up all game, but that goes back to problem number 1 because who was starting him? And that's Poch. You see, this is why I don't talk about the players as much. This is why I don't do it, because everything I say about them, 9 times out of 10, I'm taking it right back to Poch. And so, like, Jimmy, I see you're raging. Going back to Poch, I get it. This is why I'm talking about all of the factors. I can talk about all the factors, and then look how many of them I relate straight back to the manager. Just like that. Because that's the biggest issue. It was like, we're scapegoating Pochettino and all of that. You don't give players enough criticism. There's a reason why. Don't ever tell me that I don't give players criticism. I spent the whole of last season doing it. The whole of last season. I gave Potter 3 months based off the players. The players are not the problem. Now, there's some aspects that they do need to improve on. Like, I do think we overthink in the final third, and that's been an issue since before Poch. Nicholas Jackson, I won't lie, he does need to work a bit more on his finishing. But everything else, I bring it straight back to Pochettino. Straight back. Or it's just individual errors. Colwell, Disasi, Caicedo in moments. But people are also using moments now to say that, Chelsea are actually doing okay. And it's bad luck. Oh, if Nkunku wasn't injured, if Nicholas Jackson scored against Forest, or if Nicholas Jackson scored against Bournemouth, if Enzo scored his penalty, if Sterling took his chance, shoulda, coulda, didn't. In the words of Flawless, I don't care about these ifs. It's another Spursy mentality. It's another excuse. I don't care about these ifs. Ifs don't mean anything. If I had a vagina, I would be a woman. I don't. I have a cock. I'm a man. These chances didn't go into the back of the net. So I don't care about bad luck or any of this shit. It's straight copium. It is straight copium. I don't care about it. Individual moments and all of that be fucked. Fuck all of that shit. Because our mentality's fucked already. Our setup is fucked already. So we're already doomed to fail from the start. So why are we doing this to ourselves? I don't know who hyped up the Wimbledon game. Anyone who watched that shouldn't even flex the victory. It was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Big up Todd Bowley, saying Bowley out. Fair enough. Now, we can talk about the directors and everything because they've also been spoken about as a potential factor. Now, some experience would be nice. Some experience would be good. And I think it might help us in certain situations and all of that. That's the only argument that I could hear when it comes to the directors. But how many times do I tell you, experience doesn't matter when you're set up to win, when you're set up to play good football. We all laughed at that Tottenham squad 2 months ago, and now look at it. Because the setup is good. And it's getting the best out of the players there. And again, excuses, because it goes back to who? The setup. And that goes back to who? The manager. You can make all the excuses, all that you want. If the setup is not good enough, we are fucked anyway. So all of these factors, they don't mean anything, because the fact is the guy who is meant to engineer this squad is not doing his job effectively enough right now. And that's where the problem is. We can deflect to the players all that we want. We can deflect to the directors. We could deflect to injuries. That's a new narrative as well. The biggest problem is the manager. The only excuse I can hear for injuries is Nkuku and Chukwuemeka, maybe Reece James, but Gusto's good enough defensively that it's not that deep of an issue. Nobody else is a game changer if you put him into the squad right now. Nobody else. It's just Nkuku. And we use Nkuku as the fattest excuse as things stand. Oh, if we had Nkuku, everything would be better. Oh, if we had Nkuku, we'd be scoring goals. Sorry, like, stop doing this. Treat him like he's Messi. Because you lot are going to overhype Nkuku. He's going to come back. He's not going to reach the level of expectations that you lot are fucking putting him up at. And then he's going to be the one that gets scapegoated next. That's exactly the way this shit's going to go. The squad is not the problem. The squad is not the problem right now. Everything is an excuse. Everything is an excuse for the fact that we are flopping with the easiest run of fixtures to start the season. We are the laughing stock of the Premier League right now. And we need to be realistic about where we are and what the problems are. Man said the squad ain't good enough. Half these kids wouldn't even start for Brighton. I guarantee you give De Zerbi this team, he'd have them playing better football. Look what he's doing with Brighton already. A fuck ton of injuries. No Caicedo, no Colwill, no McAllister. They've just taken the piss at Old Trafford. A ground that we haven't won at in a decade. Come on. The squad is the last of our problems. Last of our fucking problems. That's it, Bobby. Poch is a pussy. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. That lethargic football that we saw yesterday, that comes straight from the manager. We needed to protect the point. You embarrassment. You absolute embarrassment. When has my club ever been protecting a point against Bournemouth? Even under Lampard, we weren't doing that. Sorry, even when we lost 4-0 at Bournemouth, we didn't go there to protect the point. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous, man. DHL. How many of those players who started yesterday, were playing in under-21 football last season? I will wait. Ugo Chukwu, I don't think was. Jackson weren't. Gusto weren't. So none of them were. So let's not act like they haven't played a minute of first-team football before they joined Chelsea. Because that's BS. That's straight BS. You, man, just don't want to go at the manager this early because you don't want to fit into this stereotypical Chelsea fan narrative that we don't give managers time. But we need to call things what it is. The manager's not been good enough right now. I am not Poch out. I am Poch doubt. I've been saying it. Poch doubt. This guy is worrying me. Yes, Santiago, it is 5 games. That's why I'm Poch out. Arpan, yeah, he said Bournemouth are a good team. I swear they haven't even won in the league yet. Let me have a quick look. Where's Bournemouth? They haven't won in the league yet. They haven't even won a league game and he's saying they're a good fucking team. It's embarrassing. It's straight embarrassing. Big up DK saying any available managers right now just for December. How are we in this fucking position after 5 games? I swear. We were catfished. We were straight catfished this season. Preseason lied to us. Well, Poch lied to us in preseason. He sold us a dream. Their first clean sheets. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Have this damn attitude. Oh, so what? We should accept the fact that we can't beat Bournemouth, we can't beat Forest, and we're struggling for wins against Luton and against fucking Wimbledon. Like, come on, Lee, man. You're better than that. December or January? Why? So what? We do the same thing for 4 months and then we're flirting with relegation then? Is that when it's acceptable to ring bells? Is that when it's acceptable to do that? No. No. Call things as you see them. This is shit. This is shit. And we should be doing a lot better. We should be doing so much better. Big up Total Football saying Villa is a must-win now. It had been a must-win now. It had already been a must-win game. Now I just have less confidence for it. Yeah, DK, like, I feel like a lot of people didn't watch that Wimbledon game because that was the first real alarm bell to me. I didn't say anything because we won the game, but you needed Enzo and Jackson on just to start dominating and making chances against League 2 Wimbledon? Really? Red flag. Red flag, man. That is worrying. That is fucking worrying. Now, Musa, to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of him at PSG. All I heard from him at PSG was that he was shit with low blocks, but the reason for that was meant to be playing Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi in the same team. That was the excuse I heard for it. But I hadn't watched a lot of PSG. All I had was pre-season, and pre-season we played good football. It's just he's went from giving opportunities to not. Hell, I'm questioning whether Mudryk even starts a Villa game. I hope he does. He showed enough promise that you give him another run of games, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Chilwell on the left again. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, we definitely got too gassed. Definitely got too gassed. Man said more red flags than my exes. Fucking hell. When do we give Brozier a game? I don't even know if Brozier's fully fit yet. David Washington, I guess, could have come on, but don't see what difference it would have made anyway. It's just fucking depressing, man. I thought this would have been the change. This season would have been different. No, it's the same shit. Same shit, different players. Same shit, different players. Is there any other part of this that I wanted to talk about? We spoke about Poch. We spoke about the players, the directors, injuries. And yeah, that bad luck bullshit. I do agree. Moments could change things. But if Jackson scored against Forest and we equalize, I guarantee you we're still here on stream talking about how poorly we played. If Jackson scores against Bournemouth and we win 1-0, we're talking about how we're glad we got a result, but we're still talking about how poor the performances. It will just paper over cracks. All that would do is paper over cracks. The only game where a moment might make a difference is Enzo scoring his pen against West Ham. Because at 2-0, West Ham still come out. We might get given a bit more space, so we might continue to dominate. That's the only difference. And we're actually very good in the first half. It was Poch's changes at half-time that killed everything. Although maybe, with that in mind, we're talking about the poor second-half performance. Fact is, things haven't looked good. Things haven't looked good at all. But we need to just see what happens in the next few games, because Arsenal is going to be a very, very big game for Pochettino. A very, very big game. If things aren't done by then, people saying wait till December, January. I guarantee you a lot of people in this fan base will not wait till December or January. I guarantee it. It's just fucking shit, but I feel like I've got through all my little bit of venting. I'm going to send the link out. I'm going to see what everybody else has to say about all the other factors. Maybe some of the other panelists might have things that they want to say about this. I don't know, but I'm going to send the link out, see what everybody's saying. Hit the like button, subscribe, super chat if you want to guarantee you get into the super chat lottery for a new away kit or just whatever the fuck you want from Jerseys FC, because I'm really not that fussed. And yeah, let's see what people are saying. See what people are saying. Hit the like button though, guys. We haven't got enough likes. Not got enough likes at all. Cool. I think that's everybody. Oh, yes, guys. What are we saying? What are we saying after that?
Well, I'm just here for everybody else because I'm saying what I've been saying since week 1. So I want to hear everybody else's song change. My song has been the same. I don't have to talk. I want to hear what everybody else got to say. Matter of fact, I want to hear the fake excuses that they make for the coach. Because I'm going to say this. If you have a leader and your leader sets you up to fail, I have no reason to blame a captain, co-captain, second captain, third in command, a P5, a commander dander, the medic, nobody. If the leader is failing, I have no reason to look past him.
Oh, there's a Pies tweet, which is basically just, you're talking about excuses, another Nkunku excuse. Chelsea are projecting Jackson. They are not actively working on a new striker. In pre-season, Jackson was working really well with Nkunku.
I don't care about
Chelsea believe when Nkunku comes back, it will change everything for the attacking players. He was the key for Pochettino.
Dude, these are y'all need to realize how the media shit work. Don't let the media shit distract you from what you're watching. Don't worry about that. There's a reason. That's why I said, if y'all watch how sports are covered here in the US, they don't even cover sports like this. This is not even a topic. Like nobody talks about shit.
Also,
from
Ivan Toney interest.
Nobody would even. Ivan Toney. This is all deflection. Do you notice all of these people who are putting out these articles are people who are not criticizing the manager? Show me the big account that's criticizing the manager. Show me.
Chelsea will keep protecting the squad until let's see what happens in one. What the fuck does that mean?
Lewis, take that off the screen. Take that bullshit off the screen, man.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you, man. I can't be bothered with that crap.
Show me the big account.
I don't understand what's the point of the conversation at the transfer window when the transfer window is actually closed.
Closed, exactly. Alex.
Why is all of a sudden conversation about Tony starts now? If we're
They're
winning
going
a
to be
game,
happy with some more transfers.
if we're
That's what we
winning,
love.
if we're winning a game, would that actually be
Nope.
in the reported?
Nope.
No.
Nobody
Look.
will be talking about it. Nobody.
I watched the game.
The thing that's gonna piss me. This is and the reason the way I am, how I see this situation is. When I first started getting on this panel was when everybody was Potter. And I was like, yo, I don't know yet. Let me see. I watched people Potter. God, he gotta go. And then I come and I see Pochettino do worse things. Like Potter, he couldn't get the players to whatever. Pochettino is literally setting us up to not win. I can at least say Potter wasn't doing that. Colwell, left back.
I actually watched three times, Timon. I actually watched
nothing.
3 times.
Leaving fucking Mudryk by himself. Then Mudryk, who's already not my cup of tea. He's already not my cup of tea. So now people are so overprotective of Mudryk now that now you have to pretend like he played well. Now I'm sitting here like people like Mudryk was. I'm like, what? I watched Mudryk. Mudryk got the first touch of Jeffrey Epstein, bro. He's a fucking attacker who cannot control the ball.
Hey, that's bars, bro. I've never seen attacker used in that sense.
He cannot. Yo, I'm sorry. The number one fucking thing you gotta be able to do is at least control the ball. If he's not moving at 100 miles an hour, he's not doing anything. I'm sorry. That to me, that's not a footballer. That's not the type of footballers that, you know how we like preferences? We have preferences of ballers. He ain't my cup of tea. So unless he's doing something, miss me with the Mudryk shit. I don't see it. Those 1 or 2 moments, those 1 or 2 sparks, it reminds me of Adama Traore. I'm sorry. That's what it reminds me of. And I'm not going off a price tag. I don't care. I ain't paid for him. I'm throwing the price tag out the window. I'm just going off of what I see. Now, you guys can say give him a run of games, but that's what I'm going to get for a run of games. Moments. I know that's what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that if the manager is setting him up to at least have a chance. With Mudryk's style, at least give him help. Mudryk is out there like fucking Tom Hanks with Mr. Wilson. Remember Wilson. He should have a fucking left back.
It's like they're punishing him for saying for saying the whole Vinny thing. Like
no, bro, I understand. He's not my cup of tea, but I know what he needs to succeed, and the coach is not giving him it.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? I have a style of baller that I like, and that's cool. My style of baller don't have to be the ones we have, but you would think with the style of ballers that's there, the manager, which is his job, will go, okay, I'm gonna put out Mudryk this week. I cannot put Colwell at left back. I cannot. No way.
Look, I don't want to lose my shit because there's a couple of things I want to do. I actually have a list with breakdown of the game because I watched the third time just to do that thing.
And I translated your Russian, and I laughed.
What were you saying in that tweet?
No, don't worry. You can't
is it one of them? Okay, I'll do it in my own time. 1 sec.
And I actually and here end up when I tried to like I was getting mad within the trying to to make it. I tried to explain it yesterday with Scott. I don't know if Scott is here. We're going to be here today, but when that the whole. Oh fuck, Scott is here. I didn't even.
He's
He's on mute.
Translate
He's working.
it.
Anyway,
Work.
so what I'm trying, what I did, maybe Scott will explain later because I don't want to lose my shit. Because like my point was that, like, there's the things within the game and I don't see an improvement. My biggest worry about this, we actually had the easiest run of, well, technically easiest. The game is a game. It's not that thing. I was hoping, and the reason of my whole motivation was for the whole season. The schedule thing could help us get jailed players together. With this run of games, we could have easily make the players get, how you say, that motivation, that thing that they need to do to play well together
Before you get to the big side.
before they get to the big side. And I understand that people gonna say it's a kids from different league, they need a gym. I agree with all of you. We all need, all the players needs adoption with the new system, with the new coach, with the new players. I was hoping this is the time when they actually going to do it. So my point is, like, I'm actually worried. The only reason I'm not worried about the relegation thing,
Ladies,
Oh, no, I ain't worried about relegation.
because the only reason, because I know for a fact that the two bottom team, they cannot survive. There's 100% two teams they're not gonna make it. So
You just have to not be the third.
exactly, you see what I'm saying? My point is, I am trying to. I'm not. Guys, if you will watch with the game with not passion, you will see how bad we actually play.
Yeah. It
Because
looks like
if you're gonna watch how, like, without any yelling from the background, because I understand that's why it's the passion. I understand that. But if you watch for the second time a day or two later, and you don't have, the finish, you will understand how badly we actually look.
Yeah, Alex, it's not even if you watch football outside of just us, like just the other games as well, and see how other teams play, see how other teams see how other teams believe, and you watch how we play. It's like every single time we're on the field,
That's
it's
the
the
thing. I don't.
first time.
That's
It's
look.
the first time we play together. That's
Doug,
what it looks like every
that's
single time we play.
no. That's not because what I'm trying. Like, look, you can say the preseason, it's just a preseason, it's just a sample, but the sample was there. The sample was there. I was at the game. I saw the sample because this people saying like, "Oh, we played this, and this." We had the time in the preseason. We played well. It's because the way we played, it's actually at the end of the whole situation. Like the way we played is the couple of players that are still playing now. Those players do not play together like they played in the preseason.
Yeah,
And when
that
those players come in now, they do look a better link up than other ones. I can tell you don't like Mudrik, but Mudrik is actually better link up with Jackson than anybody on the left
yeah, he looked
side.
good. He looked good.
Right.
He looked good.
On the
last
left
game.
side, he is better. Like, you can find me somebody better, but before, with sample that I have, he was the one that plays better with Jackson. Not
Yeah.
like it could be somebody else. I didn't see it, but is if sample I have, he's the one better on the left than Chewell.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but I'm gonna start to call Colwell. Freaking what's his name? Gary Cahill, right before his retirement. That's how bad he looks.
Yo, let's talk about it, Alex.
No, Jimmy. One more thing. I don't want to lose it because Kai's here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden, I'm gonna be jumped by two now.
Nobody's attacking you, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing.
You will open your mouth and you will. So my last point of this is like, we should be worried. We
Yeah.
should.
Yes, we
can
should,
be worried.
Alex.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Poch
should.
should be worried.
Poch doesn't rate our
And
attack.
I'm not that good of the scout or manager or anything to actually pinpoint of who's at fault at this moment. I think it's a combination. It's my personal view. I think it's a combination between manager and the players. I think it's
I
not
agree, I
only
agree.
manager, and I don't think it's not only players.
I
But
agree,
I
Alex.
do blame more percentage-wise on the manager because he's the one that running the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing us any favors.
Yeah, that
Bro,
shit, to me,
For,
that shit is
for me, he just
80-20.
needs to give them some time to play together. Stop changing so fucking much, man. Just put
That-
the
that
lineup with
shit's-
actual attackers and let them play, man. Let them play football.
That's
We-
the problem. He doesn't rate our attackers.
60-40.
That's
I
what I'm
don't rate our
noticing. He
attackers.
doesn't
I don't rate
them.
our attackers
20.
either, but it's better
we-
to have somebody who's naturally attacker than a
But
fucking
he was
left
here
back
the
who's an
whole
attacker.
transfer window. You know what I'm
Ah, but
like,
that's
if the players
No,
you had opportunities to get the
look,
players
is
you
the
want.
three players up front the last game? Are they not attackers?
They are attackers. Yeah.
Yeah, last game.
So
yeah.
what's the problem then?
Because we're
games
still
before.
lacking attack left back. Your left back is a part of your
Yeah,
attack. And then after the fucking get match, he actually said the left backs are too high up in the attack. What?
That's wow.
The Colwill was only
Bro, Jimmy's
one.
so angry his hair is growing back, man. Look at
Look,
that, bro.
Colwill
Chelsea
was
will do
only
this to
in
you.
offensive zone one time,
Once.
Jesus
Once.
Christ.
and he mishit the cross.
So who's up too high? Gusto has to go high because he has to go 1-2 with Sterling. So the manager is now waffling. You know when you start waffling? When you run out of fucking ideas. Alex, that's why I'm scared. Because the manager, after 5 games, is out of ideas.
Facts.
I
5 games.
Facts.
have no
5
defense.
games.
That's
Have
true.
no defense for him.
You get into 5 games and you run out of ideas. That's why I don't give a fuck about no player. If what the players are doing when we look good is despite the manager. That's what y'all need to realize. It's the players' skill and ability that's getting us the 1 and 2 highlights we're seeing. It's not because of the setup or the tactics. So to say, oh, if Jackson would have just made that, Jackson was there because of Jackson, not because of anything the manager did.
Yep. The amount of times that
I wanna get on Michael Jackson now. He's 4 yellow cards. He has 1 more yellow. He's gonna miss the game. You're not Costa. I'm sorry, man. You're not Costa.
He's not a real number 9, in my opinion.
I'm just saying, like the guy needs to chill, man. The guy needs to chill. That's all I'm saying. Like with that kind of attitude, you need to perform, my man.
Yeah, this system is making me like scratch my brain. Like it's really.
I don't think he need to chill. I think he's fucking frustrated. What nobody thinks of, managers can run off their big suck pussy mouth and say whatever they want. Players never get to actually say how they feel. And I guarantee you Jackson would say, what the fuck is Poch doing? He got me up here playing like I'm a fucking, he's not Vlahovic and none of these dudes. We all see what he is. He has to run from the fucking from the 9, come all the way, get the ball, turn, spin, take on 2 defenders, and y'all expect him to be there for the cross. And he's 22, unproven.
Yep. I mean,
That's why I only brought up the players. All the other factors I brought up in the start of the stream.
Nobody's watching your first 30 minutes of you crying. They come when we come.
No, we got decent numbers. Numbers.
Yeah, sure you are. Sure.
I need the transfer window back, man.
It is like a 30 minutes. Like nobody's watching your first 30 minutes monologue.
Have his fucking energy.
That's not.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not
I'm
necessary.
not gonna lie. I listened to Lewis's first 30-minute monologue. I'm trying to sleep, bro. I'm joking.
No, it's all
What?
good.
Love you, boys. But where I
poor Enzo. Poor fucking
Where I
Enzo,
disagree,
man.
where I disagree with
What do you
you
mean,
What
guys.
is Enzo's poor? He was
Yeah.
The
shit
amount of
last
space.
game.
You were shit too, bro.
No, he was
Yeah.
poor.
About poor Enzo.
No. He was
Enzo
poor.
What?
No, he was poor.
No. This idea that Enzo's untouchable, he was
I'm
shit.
not saying he's untouchable. I'm not saying he's
So you
untouchable,
mean
but I'm
poor
just,
Enzo?
because
Come
I'm
on.
remarking
Yeah.
that I'm
Jimmy,
We're
why are you
talking
so
about
angry,
Enzo
bro?
like he's a
God
dime.
damn.
Like, oh, poor,
With
like,
14.
oh, he left a powerhouse. Nigga, fuck that. Enzo getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he playing like shit. And then he walked off the pitch like
Yeah.
a bitch. Get
Yeah,
the
he
fuck
like what
off.
is he waiting? Like we're trying to win the game. He's walking like, and he got the
I
yellow
think
card
that
at the
goes
end
back
of
to
it.
the manager.
Oh no,
protecting
there's
the
the manager
point.
got one of the
I'm
managers.
Protecting
talking
the
more
point.
about
Off the pitch.
Jimmy.
It's
I'm
time
still-
wasting,
I'm
and
just
we're
talking
time
about the
wasting
amount
because
of
we're
space.
protecting the point, which goes back to the manager because he wanted us to do that.
It's not about protecting the player. I'm not protecting the player.
Man,
I'm saying
yo, y'all be having agendas.
Yeah, I
boy,
can't. Can I
did you
say a
say
fucking
Pochettino?
sentence? Can I
He
say
was
a
shit.
sentence?
Wait,
Can I say a
let
sentence?
that land. Let that land. Go on, Dan.
Not even land. Can I speak? Goddamn.
Go
Yes,
on,
you can, bro.
Go on.
I said poor Enzo simply off of the fact of the amount of space he had to cover. That's it. All I was gonna say.
Basic Carlton.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Chuku played the best.
He did. I'm not saying Enzo played the best.
Enzo had a bad game
Enzo
yesterday.
had
I
to
admit it,
cover
man.
the most space, bro. He had to go as far as left mid, left back. He had to cover all that space that Cole
Yeah,
was
but
vacating.
his pass,
That's
his
what
passing was
midfielders'
sloppy though.
job
How does
is,
that have
man.
to do with the?
That's
Tell me
No,
what
no,
the
no.
fuck he's talking about.
Doug.
That's
Where I
my
disagree
whole
with you.
point.
Where I disagree with
I'm
you.
stepping on your fucking
As much
head.
as I love Enzo, as much as well he played this season, last game, bro, he made too many sloppy passing, bro. Even for my liking, man.
Fuck you, waffle.
Your shoes are red, Jimmy. Your shoes are
yeah.
already red from the blood coming out of his head.
That's
Jesus
blood
Christ,
all
man.
over the fucking shoes.
But man, I don't know, man. For me, I agree with Alex. I think it's a combination between the manager and the players.
Yeah,
Man.
80-20.
No, I don't think it's 80. 80-20 is a lot. It's too much now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
nigga,
but
that's
I'm
what
like
happened.
70,
I think it's-
30.
Mount should have scored twice.
Yo,
40-60,
hold on.
40-60 for me, bro. 40-60.
No. Kai. Oh, I'm Kai.
No,
this is why you
80-20
full of shit.
80-20 is
I'm
mad,
about to
bro.
call you out,
80-20 is
too.
crazy, bro.
No. I'm calling you out too. I'm gonna tell you how you a fraud. You a fraud too.
I'm making pasta, by the way. If I go, it's because of this,
Chelsea
man. Go ahead,
fucking standards, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Your manager said Conor Gallagher as our
I said
fucking
60,
captain.
but I said 60-40, bro. What do you want me to say?
The
You want
fuck
me to
does
say
that have to do with anything?
That's only 10% more than 50. Fuck you
No.
talking.
By the way, that picture looks like he has a Down syndrome, man. With that picture, the way
I
he
think
fixed
that's
the
a fair
camera.
that's a fair assessment, bro.
That doesn't have to do it.
What have I missed? What's Jimmy been ranting
Oh.
like? Not like losing his shit over. I
Yeah,
probably
I
agree with
said-
whatever it is.
So was covering
Jimmy.
too much space, and that's why he got subbed out.
Was walking us out on the pitch.
Yeah, what?
And Doug was saying, Doug was defending Enzo's performance.
I wasn't defending his performance,
Yeah.
you lying motherfucker. You
Louis,
lying motherfucker.
Louis, think
Look at
about
you.
this.
Yeah, you are. I'm
Go ahead and
spreading
poke
this
the bear.
meat.
Shut up.
Party
Shut up.
when
Jimmy,
Mount
attack him, bro.
Shut
Attack
up.
him, Jimmy.
I have
Lying
the
ass motherfucker.
to watch
Well,
Lying
us
ass
in
motherfucker.
the 5th game.
I said
send
2
Conor
words, and then
Gallagher
this.
out.
I said 2 words, and then the veins in Jimmy's forehead popped up. That's what happened. I said 2
Bro,
words.
Jimmy's growing his hair
I
back
said
from the
2
angle, bro.
words.
God damn.
I
Man.
said 2 words, and then he
I
started
didn't
jumping up
hear
and
that.
down like he was in a bouncy castle.
Think about that.
I didn't
We
hear that.
celebrated getting rid of Mountain Kai a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but we replaced him with players with similar
For us,
quality, bro.
shut up! I ain't talking
No,
to
we
you.
didn't.
That's
Fuck
it, bro. These
us.
guys are not it, man.
What the
To
hell,
send
man?
out
What
Like,
players?
Conor
What
Gallagher
players
This
did we
as
replace
our
him with?
fucking
What
captain.
players did we replace him with that are not it?
For me, like I said, Nooney, Mudrik, and Palmer.
Okay.
I have big
Mudryk
big
was-
We
reservations.
never
let it
replaced
go.
him.
Hazard
Even-
replaced
Palmer's-
him.
I'll keep
Even
saying it.
Jackson,
Palmer's-
ideally, I would have liked us to have
Palmer's
another
performed
player.
to any of our players.
We have new
Palmer's
junkies
performed
in
to a higher
town.
level than any of our other players. Class Sterling.
Lewis, we got new donkeys in town. Time to let it
Yeah,
go.
but it's crazy.
Hazard,
The
come on.
only player who actually scores goals is the experienced
No
one.
more.
Yeah.
Movement.
If y'all don't know, Kai, he's a pussy. He's scared to
Oh, I
criticize
know.
his manager pussy.
I could
Talk
have
about-
I literally said 60-40.
No,
60 on the manager and 40 on the players.
No,
60-40.
motherfucker.
That's a
When we
60-40.
actually, wait,
Yes, that's fair, bro.
bro.
60 on the manager,
we
40 on the
actually
players.
had Potter. We were actually losing
no.
games.
No, I
Because
think
of
I
the
think you
players.
guys are a bit overrating these players, man.
Bro, you
These
shitted
players
on
are not,
Potter.
no.
It's not
These
even
players-
overrating these
Hey,
players.
We spent $1 billion. What you talking about overrating all these players? What we spend $1 billion for?
Right. You're telling me these
Yeah,
players
but
aren't
that's
good enough
again,
to
that's
beat
on the
Bournemouth
owners.
and Nottingham Forest and West Ham.
Yeah, we should
No,
beat
I
them
agree.
regardless.
I agree. I agree.
Then
I
where's-
agree. We should have
There's
won.
no argument in from Potter.
I think it's
How
fair
is
to
it
put 40% on
40%
the
the
players,
players
There's no
then?
argument then.
because the players are the one who play the game, bro.
And the
So
manager's the
far,
one
we
who
supposed to
sets
go
them
and
up.
spend another $1 billion
I'm not-
again?
I literally said the manager hold most of the responsibility for how we structure.
Remember
But
when
if you
Kai
have
said that
Gallagher in
he
front of the
knows the
goal,
game?
1v1, bro, and he shoots it to God, bro, then that's what's the manager
Remember
can
when
do, bro?
Kai said, "I don't know the
Well, the
game."
manager
he's better."
starts him
The
6
manager.
games in 6 and doesn't take him off.
That
I'm
was-
gonna-
I don't know,
wait,
bro.
but that shot wasn't because of tactics. Our
Yeah, it
shots
was
we get has shit to do with
Who
Potter.
starts Gallagher every game?
Yeah, but if you look at the bench, who do we have at the bench as well?
Yeah, we
I don't
have
disagree.
between Academy.
No, Gallagher has to start in this aspect. Because we don't
There
have
is a
nobody
lot
to
on
replace
the,
him.
there is
Who
a
got
lot on the
shot through
manager.
Enzo
There's a-
Matson and we're better
Man,
off?
you guys, there's a lot on the manager. Like I said, 60-40 is fair for me.
Nah,
In my
no, it ain't.
opinion, that's my
There
opinion.
was a lot of
That's where
kids
they
on the
judge
bench.
pigs. And they got a fucking Ferris wheel.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
fair.
It's no for me. It's no more than 10% on the players.
That-
Scott,
Well, that's your opinion,
Nah.
Scott. That's the beauty of
The most.
freedom of speech, bro.
So what? We need to spend another $1 billion again.
I'll be real. I put this in the chat earlier. I'm not hearing this nonsense about kids. Does anyone know how old and how much experience Adingra, the guy playing for Brighton yesterday, who was destroying their left-hand side for United? Do you know anyone know how old he is? How much experience he has? Barely 70 games of football. He's 21.
Then we need
Oh,
to
no,
look
no,
at
so
our
we have
scouting and see
injuries
the
too.
type of players we scout.
We have injuries
Okay,
too.
cool. Then he comes into a system that's sorted and he balls. Anyone know how much experience Mitoma had before he came to Brighton? Didn't even have 100 league games. Didn't even have 70. Barely had 70 league games
Scott,
before he
these
came to Brighton.
motherfuckers don't want to blame the manager. You know why? Because we only 5 games in, and for
Who,
some
but-
reason,
Again, who didn't blame the manager, bro? We say it's the manager and the players, though. Nobody said the manager
when you
is
start
empty of
judging the manager.
lame.
Hey, if the manager was Lampard or Potter, the whole fan base would be against him.
Oh, 100%.
But we are against him. We are saying he's making mistakes, man.
Fuck out of here.
I think it's just
If
irrational.
it
Jimmy.
was Potter
Yep.
or Lampard, we'll be killing them.
Hey, your next uncomfortable topic. Next uncomfortable topic. Enzo Fernandez needs to step his game up.
All we need is more of this. All we
The
need is
manager
more
needs
of
to
this.
put these players in the right position.
What is that?
Yes,
$10?
Playing them
How
out
much
of
is that,
position.
Alex?
I need
Doesn't
more
make
Brazilians.
sense.
$10.
How much is
Yeah.
that? That's 100, huh?
That's
How
not
many hundred?
$10. There's only
So
one
you're gonna-
$10 bill here.
You're gonna
Those are
send it by
100,
MoneyGram, by Western Union? Who you send it to, bro? You need my address, bro?
I thought you rich, bitch. Aren't
Hey,
you
man.
saying that you rich?
Hey, man. A
Hey,
wise man
man.
once said you can never have enough money, bro.
So technically, all those players are not
We
good.
need
So
to
what we need
spend
to
more
do? Spend
money on
another
this
billion.
team. That's what we need.
Famous, we not have nothing.
That's all Chelsea fans talk about. Spending money, spending money, spending money. That's all they talk about.
I'm so I can't believe y'all really sitting there here scared to talk about as if Poch is Mourinho.
But we
Poch
said
doesn't
he's
have
bad.
no fucking pedigree.
Proud to be Jordi.
We said he's making mistake with selections. But I think it's naive to blame it only on him,
I
though.
don't want to hear that shit. What did you say about Potter?
And that's
though?
fine, man. Don't hear
What
about
did you
it. but
say
that's
about
just my
Potter?
opinion, bro. Potter was shit too. I have never been an
No,
advocate
but
for
you didn't
Poch
say
either.
Potter was making mistakes.
You notice, I've never wanted Poch. I wanted Enrique. I wanted somebody with experience. I didn't want
Every
another.
day shit.
Then that's
You
fine,
didn't
man.
even fucking win with PSG.
So who are the
You
other
struggling
options that
with
your
PSG.
owners were looking at then? Who is the
Fuck you
options
talking
your owners were
about?
looking at?
Everybody you want suck. Ugarte suck. Enrique suck.
Scott wanted Ugarte as well, man. So tell him Ugarte as well.
But
Am I wrong, Scott? Didn't you want Ugarte as well?
no,
But don't
he
try to
says
put it
no.
on him.
Bro, I think
Yeah.
you guys are just
Don't
emotional.
Answer. He's looking for allies. Don't answer, Scott. Let him drown.
Kai, do
No,
not.
I don't need allies, bro.
You,
Andrew,
do we need to bring up your
how
Twitter?
long have you known me for, bro? When did I fucking care what people think, bro?
I know you can handle. I know you.
He doesn't care what people think,
I'm
but
just
he's on
messing,
Twitter
that's
crying
all.
every day.
Every fucking
Bro,
day.
because I want to raise the anger in the Chelsea community, bro. That's why, man.
He's worrying about Chelsea community.
Alex,
Worry
if
about
you
your
think
own
I cry,
community.
go to Jimmy chat. All caps, bro. All caps.
How many you gonna say that every day? That's your go-to?
And
okay.
yours
Yeah,
is always
motherfucker,
in
I choose to
tears.
write
Your
in all
tweets
caps.
always
So
in
what?
tears.
Can you read
Bro,
English? Do you understand it, motherfucker?
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Jimmy, why are you mad at me, bro? Jimmy's so mad. I'm
I ain't
telling you,
mad
we're
at you. I
failing.
just know you full of shit.
I'm
Y'all
saying the
do
manager
say
is
it's wrong,
failing.
but y'all can't stand on nothing y'all say.
Bro, we are failing, and I'm saying it's the combination between the manager. What's the difference between what I said and what Alex said? Alex said the same thing. The manager and the player have to take blame, bro. You can't just blame the manager, bro.
You full of shit, bro. You full of shit.
All right. What I want to know is, right, in preseason, the way we move the ball quick. We pass the ball forward to our strikers. Nowadays, I don't even know what we're doing.
Yo, Vitamus, if you know what we doing? We got Thiago Silva playing the Jorginho role, and all of a sudden he turned into a fucking NBA point guard because he's fucking he puts his fucking foot on the ball and he's fucking pointing. And he's fucking pointing. And you know what that is? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's window dressing. He's not doing anything.
Just slowing the game down.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. And then
Pochettino could have told them speed up the game.
Yeah, he could.
Pochettino could have told them, "Yo, Thiago, you need to speed up the process."
That's what the coach does.
But nobody's that. It wasn't addressed. And as a matter of fact, I thought maybe that will be one of the things that we need to speed things up at the halftime. We actually came back more sluggish at the halftime.
We came back second half playing slower. And then you can clearly see we were protecting a point, bro. That's when I lost my fucking mind. When I
even the coach said
see,
it.
Oh, dual scope, I want you to go find your dad and push his whole seed bag and cock.
Too late, bro.
Wow.
Too late. He left long time ago, Jimmy. He's not there anymore.
What you gotta say now, you fucking virgin? Huh?
Is it me or Moya's comments that sounds just like Kai tweets? Like all crying all the time?
Hey, Moyo saw the light, bro. Moyo saw the light. I'm happy for you, Moyo. Congratulations. You finally use the
reverse
right side
sex,
of your brain.
exactly. That's what it's called, reverse sex for dildo Excel.
No, don't group us with dual Excel, bro. Dual Excel is crazy, bro.
Speak about shit. Stay a virgin ass where you at.
Oh my god.
And this is how do I sound. I'd happily come on and speak about it. No, fuck off, bro. Nobody wants you.
No, you're welcome on. I'm always interested.
People. Even if you don't want to speak, guys, stay in the stream. Don't leave. We don't want Duar here. Say no to Duar. People in the chat, right? Say no to Duar if you don't want Duar to come on.
Or you can donate 20 and kick Kai out and let Duar come in.
Please, I'm making pasta right now, man. That's why I didn't hear half of the stuff Jimmy was saying. But okay, Jimmy,
I don't think.
I love you, bro. Jimmy, don't be too sad, bro.
I'm trying to think of Jimmy's cholesterol. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be dead. That's all.
It's like it.
You know, if we're being too hard on, his eyes might explode. I'm just worried about this guy. You know what I mean? You're already annoying him, Kai. I don't want the world to come on, and just send him over.
Ruin cholesterol.
Yeah, exactly. His cholesterol will go through the roof, man. If the doers go.
I'll happily take a back seat for the 5 minutes he'll last.
Yeah, we all know you take a back seat. But you walked right
the only one who's concerned about the midfield organization?
It makes no sense.
Everyone's playing out of position.
It just, the whole midfield just seems like, yesterday I was watching, the only thing I see was, what's his name, Leslie in the midfield, Gallagher was over there, Enzo was holding down the left side like you want to kiss Modric. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in the team.
Ugochukwu was the best fucking midfielder yesterday.
Ugochukwu was brilliant yesterday.
But there's nobody in front of him so he could play the ball too, because everybody goes their own ways.
He made a fucking run from the back line to over the half, and still no fucking body was there.
None.
No.
And I'm wondering what's going on. What's really going on? We don't have no combination plays. What happened? Where's the midfield?
And then the 1 and 2 good things that Gallagher's supposed to be good for, he got a shot right on top of the fucking box. in front of the fucking keeper and put it right in the keeper's lap. Get him out of my team. He can't do nothing else. At least he has to score those opportunities. Get him out of my team.
But then so did Cole Palmer. Did you see Cole Palmer had a shot on goal, but he does
and took an extra pass. Get him
Sterling to bring it back to me. When you were like right in front of the keeper, what's going on? Why are you passing to Sterling only for him to give it back to you? Just shoot the ball.
He should have threw that ball.
Look, no, everyone always looks for the final pass. That's been a problem with us for years.
It's like we just.
Can I tell you something? Yesterday, I see Gallagher with the ball to just pass the ball forward to Jackson. I see Enzo with the ball just to pass the ball forward to Jackson. Quick and fast. Jackson run behind the defense because Bournemouth was pressing. It's so easy. That's what they've been doing in preseason. And you know what they did? Slow the ball down, try to find Sterling wide. I'm like, is Sterling the other player on the team? We got other players. Play the ball.
He said play forward. Was on the keeper's lap. The keeper was in the middle of the fucking net. Where did he catch the ball? Did he dive left or dive right? No.
Yeah. It was a bad shot.
It was a horrible shot.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this Chelsea team. I don't see nothing that impressed me in this Chelsea team. Honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's a matter of like, even when we're attacking, you can just see, and it's like we're not. I don't even want to say we're not comfortable attacking, but like in any situation where we're
Jimmy, look at Duarte coming, bro. Look at Duarte coming.
In any situation where we're only using 5 people to attack, and then there's 7 people in the box, it's gonna be very fucking hard to break them down. So like, we just need to throw more men forward in the like left back. Like please get more help from the left, and then the midfield as well, man. We need a little bit more output from our midfield. If you're looking at all the other teams across the league, their midfield is putting up numbers.
Going forwards.
It's funny how you said that though, because sometimes when we concede, we have more defending players than the opposition, and we still concede.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if numbers. It's just that we have to have combination plays.
No. It doesn't matter because we're not like counter-attacking. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the opportunities that we're getting, we're playing with 5 against 7 set players. Do you get what I mean? When we're conceding, when we have more numbers, we're playing against the run of play. Like we're running towards our goal. They're already set up 7 in their box. It's going to be very hard to have 4 players just try and break that down. It's damn nearly impossible.
And he's not talking about yesterday, is he?
Yeah, I'm talking about the entire season.
Not fucking sit back.
This is the entire season.
No, can't be entire season when yesterday the game was wide open like a prostitute on Saturday at 4:00 in the fucking morning. The game was wide open. So I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't no low block, no none of that.
Yeah, we're watching 2 different games then.
Yeah, because you're fucking
2 different games.
It wasn't a low block yesterday.
We're watching 2 different games. After the first like 20, 30 minutes, I promise you, that was a low block. If you watch that second half again, go watch that second half again and tell me that wasn't a low block.
In that second half, we looked more defensive.
Get him off. He clearly don't know nothing about no fucking football.
Yeah, no. Listen, them pressing. Hold on. I don't account to them pressing Enzo and focusing most of their press towards him and leaving Connor wide open as them pressing us. Okay, they're literally allowing us to play out with Connor. They're allowing us to play out every single time through Connor. So why are you acting like they're pressing us out the park? Every single time Connor had the space and damn nearly 20 yards to receive and turn. Every single time.
So, low block is?
You got 3 different types of block. You got a low block, you got a mid block, and a high block.
What is he talking about?
Their back line was nowhere near high enough for us to even consider that they were playing a high block.
No. That one part they have the defender over the halfway line. What are you talking about?
I'm saying in a matter of the whole game, right? Through the matter of the whole game. In the beginning, they were pressing us, yes. But during every single time that they were pressing us, we had Connor as an outlet every single time.
What the fuck?
Every time that about? Can I finish?
Sorry,
every time once Connor gets the ball and we break that first line of press, they end up falling back towards their box. And once that happens, we only have like 4 attackers, whereas they have 6 to 7 players ready to defend.
Bro, they was not defending. They was attacking us.
Oh
They was
my
better than us in
gosh.
attack.
Yo, do you see why? This is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. So Bournemouth yesterday was low block. That's what you think a low block is?
So you didn't hear anything I just said?
Yeah, this is yes or no. Was Bournemouth in a low block yesterday?
Towards the end of the game, yes. In the beginning,
yes, no. Was Bournemouth in a low block?
Okay,
yesterday?
no.
Actually, they are more chances to score at the last 20 to 30 minutes of the game than
they
we
was
are.
trying to score on us at the end of the game. Like they was attacking us. We probably went in a low block.
We got more defensive.
We got more low block than them. Yeah.
We were trying to counter. Less players were moving. Less players were trying to make runs.
Who was talking about a low block?
I am.
It was Kai. Kai. This is the.
Bro, at no point in the game yesterday did Bournemouth play with a low block.
Okay.
Alex, why are you lying, boy? They said nothing about a low block, bro.
Yeah, it was actually Dag. But
No. It was
me. It was me. I'm gonna go. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and watch the game because clearly we have two different ways of speaking about the definition of a low block. So for me, when I say low block, hold on, let me just
low block.
When I say low block, I'm talking
there was
about
a lot of time when we get the ball, we could have played the ball behind the back line to Jackson. And all they try to do is play the ball towards Sterling.
What do you define as a low block?
What I define as a low block is when we're just in the defensive phases. It's not about parking the bus, right? I don't define low block as parking the bus, like letting them have the possession. I define low block.
So only so you have your own personal definition of low block, and everybody is supposed to understand.
No, I'm saying there's levels to it. I'm saying when I was talking about a low block, I'm talking about in their defensive phases of it. In their defensive phases,
a low block is literally you're sitting in a deep block. You're sitting in a deep block, parked basically on the furthest line back you can. Basically parked in your box or on the edge of the box, defending. That's what a low block is. Bournemouth did not low block. They came out and pressed us to the point where the first 15 minutes they were pressing the shit out of us to the point where we were turning over the ball like stupid because of how much they were pressing us. And that's the problem.
That's the problem because
just before you go, we played a low block in West Ham and got played off the park because we couldn't break that down. We now played a team that didn't want a low block, wanted to come at us, which is going to be what Tottenham do, which is going to be what Arsenal do, which is going to be what City do, which is going to be what Liverpool do when we play them again. And they played us off the park in that second half. They got through us like a hot knife through butter. And if it wasn't for the fact of their shit decision-making, we could have lost that game by 3 goals.
Lewis, pull up the images I've just sent.
Oh, sure, fam.
Yo, where's that motherfucking OTC? Where's he at? And where's Ziyech? Because I want Ziyech to cook his ass right now. Because he talked all that shit about Sanchez. Yeah, well, I want to see that.
Yeah, we need Sanchez praise now.
Yeah, all that shit y'all talked about Sanchez. Yeah,
hey, and this is coming as well from someone who doesn't.
Guess who wouldn't have made all those stops yesterday?
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say this is coming from someone as well who doesn't. I still don't particularly rate Sanchez, but he saved us yesterday. He was quality. I ain't got a complaint about him.
Definitely, he definitely does. He makes some good save yesterday.
Quality, like he was quality. He was one of only 3 players, maybe 4, that actually showed anything. The rest of them, waste of space, dog shit.
Right, Leon, give me a sec. I'll pull these pictures up. Well, these are match clips of shots.
Yeah, these are from 3 separate forms of play from us. Look and if you look at the space, especially in the first 2, look where Sterling is. He's in.
Right, just give me a second. I'll have it up in 10 seconds. Calm.
What's the? I'm looking at the pictures now. What's the second one?
They're all just shooting positions in game.
I'm trying to work out what the second one is, though. The first one's bad, by the way.
That's the first one.
the first one is like in that position, considering you've already turned away from goal, you either need to score that or lay that off to Sterling because he's open, or you need to score.
Oh yeah.
The second one, I don't know what
they got.
The second one was us moving forward towards the box, but if you look how much space we have there,
but I don't know what bit this is from. Is this? Is this from the square? I'm not actually annoyed about this because he was in space. He would like, and like that's my striker. I don't mind my striker having shots in that situation and being a bit selfish.
So the second photo was Gallagher's shot.
Yeah, the first one was Gallagher's one. The second one was Jack's one. I don't know what the third one was. I think was this the one where Palmer played it instead of
this
shooting?
Fucking hell, man. In freeze frame, it looks worse.
It is decision making, but yeah. I put some of the decision making down to the same thing that I spoke about on the casual stream last night. Like, because I think Andrew's mentioned this a couple of times since the game yesterday. If Palmer was in a City shirt, he doesn't pass that to Sterling, he shoots. Because he's drilled, and it's the same with Doku. You see what he's done straight into when he comes to that team. These players under Pep are drilled to the nth level about where they are, where they need to be when they're in that position, how to be ruthless. Some of it comes down to the players as well having poor decision making, but I firmly believe if you have a good enough coach, you can coach that out of you. I'm going to go back to Brighton. Everyone will love me going back to Brighton. Before De Zerbi came in, everyone kept saying they had the same issue we had under Potter. Out XG'd everyone, just couldn't score, poor decision making, whatever. De Zerbi came in and that changed straight away. Now they score. And now there's no poor decision making.
Better. The players
and that right there, that right there is a fucking lecture. You could
I went and looked, by the way. I went and looked. Guess how many players last season in De Zerbi's season they signed in January? Because that was the first window they had. Four. Two of which were academy signings. So that's 2 signings for the squad. And I think only one of them actually came in and played like decent minutes. So that means he was dealing with what Potter had before, and he just made them better in terms of decision making.
So I will give you one better than, not even better. I'll give you even one more recent, and probably less time than Potter's had. I'll give you Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou picked up that dirt poor, shitty Spurs squad that was down in the dumps after being rancid under Conte and under his coaches before that, who didn't know what, and has sold their best ever player this window, right?
And didn't replace him.
Didn't replace him. Ange has not changed his philosophy. Yeah, he didn't even change it at the weekend. Still went with the same attacking football throughout, and that's what he's done. He's made a little change of adjustment, putting Son in the middle, but he won't change his philosophy whatsoever. And I don't mind that. The problem I have with Poch, the biggest problem I have with Poch, is the 180 he's done from pre-season, and no one in the press has had the gall or the balls to ask him why he's done that.
Also, Andrew. Oh, thank you.
Nobody has even asked.
Andrew, thank you for allowing me to go back to my original point on experience. The left back they brought in, which is quality, by the way, he's unbelievable. He's had just about 70 games. He's 20. The guy they brought in at centre back has played not even 100 games. He's 22. The centre back who's come in and immediately made a difference to their team. Sarr, who's come in and looks a different player from last season because he's getting game time and he has trust, hasn't even played 70 games. 21. Don't give me this bullshit of experience. You can have some experience because also, guess what? You want to talk about experience? Desassi's experience has looked no better than Chalobah. Silva's experience and is a detriment to our team right now. You want to talk about experience? Gallagher has the most experience of any of our midfielders and is dog shit. Sterling looked like shit yesterday. He's the most experienced attacker. Don't give me bullshit about experience. If you're good enough, you're good enough. If the system you are put in helps you highlight your good bits and get rid of your weaknesses, like what Klopp does, he had players that were young. What he did is he got rid of their weaknesses, highlighted their strengths. Trent, for example, perfect example of that.
The argument could be made.
The experience is needed. Andrew, sorry. The experience is needed, like when we won the Champions League the first time, when you've got a manager that doesn't really know what they're doing, is just there for vibes.
Right.
When you've got a manager that knows what the fuck they're doing, fuck you're talking about experience.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. An argument could be made that for the past 2-3 years, actually our experienced players have been the worst players.
Koulibaly.
It's been a minute.
Just
minute.
Just generally, you know.
I'll say I'll just
They've
give
been
an example. I could keep going.
They've been the
Jorginho,
worst.
people when he got experience. Kante, same. Kovacic, same experience. All these guys. Pulisic had some level of experience more than the guys we've got now. One of them gone. Ziyech, same. Another one. Need I go on? I can keep going. There's more. Don't give me bullshit. This manager's just a
That
clown.
experience shit.
Everything
Every
is
time
just
we
being
have
used
one
as an
thing,
excuse.
They say we need
Everything.
the opposite. That's all. That's all that's about. I call it the Kai syndrome.
I was optimistic when I'm watching the preseason game. I mean, we're saying we just need a few patches here and there. But goddamn, right now, I don't know what to tell you guys.
This is the real pussy. Says like, yeah, I can come and talk. And now,
There's
I
someone
can
in the
join.
background there, even though they're not on the stream.
No one's in the back. No one's in the back. He's not in the block list. Yeah, you're not in the block list.
I don't get how we just had a window and this dude's still asking for more players.
I mean,
that's what the Chelsea players, that's what the Chelsea fans, they get aroused by Chelsea chancellor. Oh, we need this player, we need this player, we need this player. And I think I said this a couple months ago. I said we need a proper system to be playing. Find a system that suits the players, and then we buy the players to suit the system. It's simple as that. I said this like a couple months ago, maybe 6-7 months ago, when everybody was craving for players. Oh, we need Enzo. Oh, we need Caicedo. Oh, we need this. We need that. Still haven't solved our issue.
Yeah, we can't score for shit.
So crazy, man.
And now it's Vlahovic. Oh, get us Vlahovic. Oh, get us Tony. Get us this. Get us that. And we still have the same issue. We could have buy the whole world, and we still gonna have the same problem.
Nah, we need another striker up top.
But what is the coach doing? Yeah, give us Vlahovic.
He's not helping.
People are entitled to their own opinions, and to be honest, it's very valid right now with the 5 games that we've had. There's no reason not to doubt the manager.
Hang on, right here, right. Let me just address this. Yeah? I'm not speaking for anyone. If everyone wants to agree with me on this panel, that's fine. Go fuck yourself, yeah? I criticised Mourinho at his peak when he got stuff wrong. So I'm going to criticise this guy. It's my right to do so. If you are a sheep that boldly follows your manager, no matter what, you're not a fan. You're the worst kind of fan there is. Because you will accept shit. Which means in life, you're probably a cuck to begin with, yeah? That's what you are. So I will
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, muted.
You're
muted.
You're muted, Andrew.
Andrew, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
He's cooking too. We can't even hear him. He was cooking.
It's your drum thing ruined him.
No, it didn't block it.
Yeah.
It can't.
Yeah, you
I was
did.
about to say it can't. I was about to say, how would it? Because
the worst it will do is like mute you for a second.
Hello? You hear me?
There you go.
Yep, you're back.
Fuck
You're back.
now. And I know what the response will be when I say something. Oh, you fat you live in a basement. No, bro, I own my own house, unlike you cucks.
Oh, I promise I wasn't say that joke.
I know. But I'm just saying, I will criticize anyone I want to criticize when they deserve it, okay? That's when Super Pochettino, you change your name fucking all the time. You were Super Thomas Tuchel. You're one of the biggest cucks in this chat. So you know what I mean? Don't even chat to me. Yeah? You piece of shit. So don't even do that, yeah? So I will criticize whoever
you know
I want.
what, that's fair.
I criticize the best. I will criticize the worst. You know what I mean? I'm not Poch out. I will criticize Poch for his decisions because he's done a complete 180 from pre-season. All right? So grow up, open your eyes, and be a real fan.
Right. I mean, if every game we played one half of four in the back and one half with 3 center backs, I'd have been like, okay, it's a chance. You know what I mean? Nope.
Rubbish. We went through that in the 90s until Roman come, give it a rest. I'm sure Andrew. I don't know how long you've been watching Chelsea.
Nobody wants to go back in the past, Lewis. We can't go back in the past. What are we talking about? We're talking about the future, the present. What the fuck is that saying? That doesn't even make any sense.
Hang on, let me do this. You're talking to a guy who celebrated when we signed Mark Hughes on a free transfer in '95. Yeah? I'm pre-Roman. Yeah, so you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, I sat there. I went to a game when they were building the West Stand. Yeah, and they had to pay for a concrete seat in '97. Yeah, so you
Back
can go
then,
fuck yourself
Dildo was
again.
still swimming as a Nemo.
Exactly. When I started supporting Chelsea, Alex was only 66 years old at the time. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. So don't come at me with all this new fan bullshit. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
All right, do a scope. I know you wanted to speak uninterrupted, so just say your piece.
Go
no one's gonna say anything for them to.
No. Like it's just in regards to the game. The only thing that I really want to say is that what's it called? We played obviously yesterday. It was just typical. We played for the first like half an hour. It goes well. Then shit phases out. That's fine. I think. Well, actually, no, that's not fine. That you can put down to the decision making of the players on the pitch. Gallagher, Enzo being high up. Jackson, Mudryk, or whatever. Like there was some times where like I feel like there was a pass where Mudryk was free. He completely just did not pass up to Mudryk. There's another one. Or like there was a time where Jackson took a shot where I feel like Gallagher was open for a pass. He could have passed it. I don't know. But like people taking shots where there was like people in front of them, like that's just decision making issues, and that's what you're going to get. And when I heard Scott talking about inexperience, it's not. When I feel like when people are mentioning the word experience, it's not about inexperience to do with like I don't know, like whole careers or whatever. It's just like experience, like working together. And it's funny because I was watching the Arsenal Everton game.
It's because it's a new crop of players.
It's a new crop of players and a constant addition to these new crop of players. And I'm not, before anybody takes this out of context or saying. This is what I said was going to happen, sacking Potter. Now, I'm not saying Potter should have been kept or sacked or whatever, but I'm saying he is not the issue. The issue is the situation. The situation of an influx of a shit ton of players. This is actually really distracting. Anyway.
What are you guys doing?
The influx of players.
Oh, shit, Leon's in as well.
The influx of players and then putting them on the pitch. Because if you keep on adding a whole crap ton of players, these guys are not going to build up synergy to figure out how to solve situations themselves. You know, and I think that's like my issue. And I know I criticized Tuchel for doing the same thing, but the difference was Tuchel, had players for longer period. I'm not looking at the screen anymore. Tuchel had players for a longer period of time and was just leaving them out to dry and not giving them any input, any advice, and not actually signing any attackers that would help or whatever. Those are the difference between the two scenarios. And then what's it called? When people are also levying the blame too hard on Poch. Yes, he's making some bad decisions. I don't know why Cole Palmer didn't play. I don't know why he took off. I don't know why he didn't take off a midfielder and bring on Cole Palmer to support someone like Mudryk, who stopped getting the ball past 30 minutes. Correct. Yeah, but Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Let him go.
But the fact of the matter is, and I know nobody wants to hear this, but once Nkunku got injured, our whole thing just fell apart. And why is that? Well, maybe because he's the only experienced player that we signed. He's the only one. And when all of you guys were jumped, Say that again?
I think the Nkunku injury is an excuse.
No. In regards to Poch, I agree. The players on the pitch, the players on the pitch for the amounts we paid them and all that. Yes, they should be They should be the ones to. They should figure out themselves. But at the end of the day, these guys are just individuals. They're just people. The only person that was actually helping it click and fit
Alex,
together.
Stop doing that, bro.
The only person that has a history of what's it called, helping things click together is Nkunku. The only person who was doing that with Jackson was Nkunku. He's gone. Then Chukwuemeka was filling the void. Now he's gone. The fact of the matter is, these profiles matter in the team. We don't have them anymore, and the only person to blame for that is the what's it called?
But that's not an excuse for a defensive mindset against fucking Bournemouth and Forest.
Bro, I want to hear that. Poch was here this whole transfer window.
Hold on.
Hold on.
When you say defensive mindset, do you just mean like a possession-based mindset, or do you mean
no? As in holding on for a point against Bournemouth.
Listen. That's just game management. Any manager partakes in that. But and that was towards the end of the game. I'm not even looking at that. I'm just looking. If you want to criticize our approach, I can have that conversation with you. But and also just another thing, I feel like Silva's catching a lot of the flack for the build up being slow. But he's not the only one. Gusto was taking a lot of touches. He was taking a lot of bad touches. Ugochukwu in the first half was slowing things down as well. Gallagher, whenever he gets the ball, he just passes backwards because he doesn't have the ability to turn and find more passes. He doesn't have the ability to drive forward and progress the team. It's going like so slow, not just because of Silva, because of everybody. And also, I don't understand why Silva's the one catching most of the blame, because when he had the ball, he obviously like towards the second half, like, yes, we need to quicken things up. But he probably has the best reason to take things slow because he was right in front of the goal. Of course, build up from the centre back is going to be slow. It always is. So I don't know
this is how unicorns are made.
I can tell. I can tell you've never watched Brighton play, and I can tell you've never watched City play, and I can tell you've never watched Arsenal play. If you think build up from the centre backs needs to be slow,
it doesn't. Okay, well, I do watch Brighton. I do watch City. When they're being pressed high, they don't just pass through the press.
Yes, they do.
They hold on.
What?
They wait. Hold on.
No, they literally do. They literally do.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. They don't just start passing the dribbling. What I'm saying is they look to create an overload and then they beat the
No. I can tell you exactly how Brighton play football and how they play from the back, by the way.
Go on.
I can watch how from the back. Their centre backs hold the ball, waiting to be pressed. Because as soon as someone presses them, it means that they've lost their player in the midfield. So then they pass through the player in the midfield. Don't start telling me they don't play through the press. They wait for the press.
That's what Brighton live for. They love to be pressed.
Okay. When I'm not okay. Obviously, it's
a choo-choo formation.
Obviously, they literally play through the press. So of course, they're not just going to keep the ball for 90 minutes. But I'm saying is that once they get the ball, they wait, they set the situation, and then they go. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with
it's not a sex positions. It's
the same thing with Thiago Silva.
Well, Alex, I'm going to tell you again, man.
He waits, sees what's available to him, and then he makes the pass, and eventually we build up. I don't think Silva should be the one catching the blame. Once we've actually progressed from the centre backs and we beat Bournemouth's first line of pressure, that's when I think we should be putting pressure on people like Gusto. And also another thing that I want to blame Poch for is fucking not playing Enzo in whatever fucked up position he thought to play him in. That was bullshit. That was stupid.
This is better, Lewis.
I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know why he's playing Enzo so further forward. And the thing is, obviously Enzo was dealing with the whole thing with playing in Bolivia, high altitude, whatever. So I'm gonna excuse that the bad performance that he had today. He had yesterday. But Poch needs to stop playing him up top. Not up top in the 10. It's ridiculous. It's pointless. That's not his position. And especially when you have fucking Gallagher and Ugochukwu just like slowing down build up in that first half. These were the issues.
What are you talking about?
So what? You're making excuses for Enzo, but you try to but Ugochukwu and Gallagher. If Enzo was bad, he was bad. That's it.
I don't think you listened to what I said.
I'm just worried about a strike for that shit. I ain't trying to get a strike.
What the fuck is this guy saying?
What's wrong with what I said? The thing
how you listening to yourself? You just said
Ugochukwu had a good game. Ugochukwu was a good game. I'm not denying that. But I'm talking about in regards to build up. Our build up was very slow. If you
did you watch the game yesterday? One question. Do you watch the game yesterday?
No, but he's not wrong. The
answer the question. Yes, I know. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Listen, guys. I'm not doing this.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
If you want to talk if you want to be a retard, I'm not answering your questions. Of course, the build up was slow.
What's wrong with you? Did you watch the game yesterday?
I'm not answering your question. I'm not answering your question.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not.
I agree about the
build up. So yesterday, what's wrong with this guy?
Wait. I agree that the build-up thing was slow, but the reason for that is because we wanted to protect the point. The words of the manager.
Hold on. We wanted to protect the point towards the end of the game, not from the beginning. We weren't playing for a 0-0, Lewis. I'm talking about the build-up was slow over the course of the whole 90 minutes.
He wasn't doing anything.
That was because we were struggling with the press.
Yo, listen. Do y'all know this? No matter, it could be me. Venomous is nowhere near my personality, right? But what did he end up doing? Losing his fucking mind talking to this fucking doof. I told
Okay, what's
you
wrong with what I said? Okay, what's wrong with what I said?
You
Let's
could
go.
be,
What's
you
wrong with
could
what I
be the
said?
calmest person in
What's
the
wrong
world.
with what I said? What
And
is wrong with what I said?
This dude would turn you into a fucking crazy person.
What's wrong with what I said? What's wrong with what I
There was only
said?
one. What's
Bro,
wrong with what you
first of
said is
all,
there was only
hold
one
on,
dude.
Scott. Wait. First of all, you clearly don't watch Brighton. If you said they don't build up out of their center back,
That's
Brighton
not what I said.
actually
That's not what I said.
press.
That's not what I said. Okay, let me be clear with the Brighton point.
we're
Maybe
not letting
maybe
you
I
go
word it.
again.
Maybe I word it one.
What we're
Well,
not
the
gonna
point
do
I
is
was
let
trying
you
to
go
make. The
again.
point I was trying to make
What
is
we're not gonna do is let you go again.
the
You
point.
win.
The point I'm
You
trying to make
just
is
win.
they don't run through.
Bro,
They
you
don't
won
run
it
through
all.
the
All
press.
right, have
They
it
take
all.
their
Have it
time.
all.
They assess the situation and then they pass you the press. But it's not just like a 1 to 100 thing with Brighton. They don't just pass like within 3 seconds they beat the press from the back line. That's not how it goes.
No one
That's
is
the
asking
point.
us. No one is asking us to play like we've sniffed a line of coke beforehand. We're asking for a little bit of a pace. Do you know, be able to speed the game up a little bit? So when you're zipping passes between the players, and all of a sudden it gets to one dude, and the whole game slows to the point where you're going in reverse. That's how slow it got. He was going in reverse. Then yes, that's an issue. We're not asking to play like we're Gallagher and we're on coke 24/7.
I mean, hold on. I'm Scott. I hear it, and I guess when is the second half and urgency's building, and we need to go and get a win. I understand why somebody would become frustrated in that scenario. But the fact of the matter is, if out of all the players on the pitch, I feel like Thiago has the best excuse to take things slow, building up from a goal kick, building up from the back. That's just the way that I see it. I don't see how I'm wrong on that. I really don't. And the thing that perplexes me is that none of you guys have spoke about any other players in regards to slow build up. That's something that I find kind of alarming. Yes, hold on. Yes, I agree. Thiago Silva was the slowest one, but he also has the best excuse to be the slowest one because he was the one because when we were building up from the back.
What are you talking about?
So why wasn't Disassi slow? So question, hang on. If we're building out from the back, why wasn't Disassi slow with his play?
What are you talking about, Scott?
Because Thiago Silva was the one receiving it first, and then he was assessing, and then he was pointing. Yeah, you can not like the optics, but the fact that is what he was doing.
Pointing means something.
Yeah, and guess what? Where was that? Where was he doing that? Outside.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's pointing. They're like, what are you talking about?
Where was question?
You old fuck.
Where was he receiving the ball when he's playing slow? When he's playing slow and receiving the ball, where's he receiving the ball?
First phase.
The first phase. So you're talking at the edge of our box. Cool. So when he's playing slow and assessing his options, and he's playing at about 1 mile an hour, what are Bournemouth doing in that situation?
Pressing. Get him.
They're holding the
pressing. Or Jimmy, they're doing what West Ham did, which is setting your rest defense so they know you're not going to break them down. You mentioned Man City earlier. What do Man City do when they play, when they're assessing? Where do they assess their options? Is it in the first phase of play, or is it on the halfway line?
But to be fair, Bournemouth were pressing us high. We have to deal with that. We have to build.
So you do what City do, what Arsenal did yesterday against Everton, or what Brighton do, and you play through it.
Yeah,
you know how you play through it is by playing quickly, not letting yourself dally on the ball, and playing quick one-touch passing, two-touch passing.
Exactly.
So if you agree, why are we having this fucking argument when Silva was slowing the play down?
Hold on. I agree that I agree that Silva was slowing it down. I'm not blind. I saw that, but I'm just saying he was slowing it down. But for the amount of criticism he's receiving, people are almost ignoring like he has somewhat of an excuse to do that. It's not like he was just playing around with the ball for the sake of playing around with the ball. It's not like he was doing a Jorginho. He kind of has a reason to take it slow, you know.
But you choose to blame Ogochukwu.
No, I'm not blaming. You have some Ogochukwu fetish. You need to sort that shit out. I'm saying there are other people culpable as well for slowing the play, but no one's talking about them. I mentioned Ogochukwu. I mentioned Gallagher. But I mentioned Gusto, but you just want to fetishize about Ogochukwu. I don't know what's wrong with you today, but listen, like fundamentally, if you want, like, and it's funny, that's another thing we could criticize Poch for, but no one's talking about the fact that his whole thing was about what's called quick combinations, finding play, BAE setting us up in the worst way to do so. I feel like these are criticisms to be levied, but the ones I'm hearing have nothing to do with these things.
I think this guy just like to hear himself talk, so just let him make him talk.
I know. That's
That's
why
exactly what he's trying to do. When somebody try to say something,
I wasn't gonna come on stream today. I wasn't gonna come on
listen to
stream.
yourself.
Listen. I wasn't gonna come on stream today. The whole chat said I should come on. Now I'm here. It's not about hearing myself voice. It's about listening to the people.
Whole chat.
The whole chat. The whole chat, Alex. The whole chat.
Oh
shit! The whole chat. Whole chat.
Don't scream me, Lewis.
Oh, geez, title bell.
Listen here, Chico. You don't know about football, Chico. Yo, nobody in the chat wanted to hear from you. You're not that important, bro.
Cap. It's just Cap. It's so funny. It's literally so funny. I wasn't even on the stream yesterday, and I was still getting mentioned. I hadn't even been on the stream on days.
How do you know that you were mentioned if you were not on the stream yesterday?
Because
Are you getting notification? Are you getting a notification?
I re-watched the stream yesterday, and I'm still getting mentioned. I wasn't even in the chat.
You're too busy with your dildo in your mouth.
Get my one. I want to join.
Bro, you guys just this is wild to me. This is wild to me.
Hey.
Restoned, re-leathered by Paul
I'm about to get my belt.
Dual Scope, you ain't got no fucking belt.
I got the US spinner as well, by the way.
Yeah, no,
you belt.
No, I ain't got a belt, to be fair. I ain't
and
got
I got
a
the
belt.
universal.
Oh, big gold.
Because you're not a champion.
Big gold.
I mean, I left WWE when I was 8 years old. I assumed every sentient human being would do the same thing, but
man,
you know
fuck
what I mean?
you.
No,
fuck
we ain't
Why?
not
Why?
doing
Why?
WWE slander.
Listen, I mean, you know what I mean? I thought like grown men would
Bro,
not
you
like
missed the
a bunch
ruthless
of
aggression
weirdos
there.
on the
hugging.
table,
but-
Grown man will smack the shit out of
belt
you.
on the table, bro.
Keyshawn.
You
He's
see,
not
you can see real fire like the UFC, but people like WWE.
Where's
I don't know what
your
to tell
Oh,
you.
you can see UFC.
Yo,
Yeah, we
get him
merged
off
with
the
UFC,
panel.
dumbass.
Nah, get him off the panel now. I'm done with this.
I've got them all. Wrapped
I was
up.
being quiet, but he talking
I
shit.
don't even watch wrestling.
Fuck
you get
WWE shit.
Get this
Yo,
UFC out of your mouth, you pussy ass bitch. You never even fought in your life, man. UFC is watching UFC. The only thing you do is sword fight with your dildos, man. That's what you do.
Thanks. You ever been in a fight before, Dursko?
Have I? Multiple, yes.
Oh,
Hell no. You got beat up. It's a difference.
I don't know what to tell you. At one fight, I've lost fight.
Shame.
You got bullied.
Shame.
I've been beaten up. I've
Shame.
beaten people up. How it goes when you get in fights.
Press it again.
For that WWE slander, bro.
Shame. Shame.
Dummy, yeah.
Shame.
Look,
Can't be slandering
Restone.
WWE, man. Come on, man. A man said Havertz would have scored for you. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy.
Behave yourself.
Come on, man. That's a joke. Right, big up to Felix saying we have 39 points in 37 games, relegation form for over a whole season, one more point than Everton in that time, by the way. There has to be a 16-17 Conte level change for even top four. I don't see it coming. Shit, I'm with you, my guy. I'm with you. Big up to Graham saying, thank God United is beating more women than teams. Otherwise, Chelsea would definitely be the biggest Enter club by a whole mile.
That's terrible. That's fucking wild. To say thank God as well. That's wild.
Anthony joined Scraffle alone.
Big up to Mavelli saying, question for the panel. How patient are we as a fan base? We've been talking about building a team will take time, but 5 games in, we're losing our shit. Well, we need to be
talk about
this is one of the seasons statistically.
Lewis, I disagree with this because we can be patient. You had plenty of people who were patient last season, probably wrongly, with Potter. I was one of those people. I kept saying for the longest time, be patient, be patient, be patient. But because there was stuff I could hold on to in the way we were playing in terms of the way we were attacking and created chances, how decent we were defensively. It looked like there were a couple of guys that were performing well and developing. There is no one in this team that looks like they're developing. There's not a single player that looks like they're developing. Every young player looks like they're regressing. The system is shit. We're not defensively solid. We don't create consistent chances. We both can't break down low blocks, but also can't beat a team that is open and wants to press us. So that's every team we're going to face. So unless they're just shit like Luton, no offense, and they're just championship level, we can't beat them. Like, there's nothing to hold on to. Our only positive that we had in our entire team was Sterling. In the past 2 games, he's looked like shit. He was the only positive in the whole team we could hold on to.
Anyway, I gotta go finish packing. Yeah, I'll leave you in a good hands with Dildo. He knows he has a good hands. He has a good grip. He got fighting it 2 times. 2 times.
Going back to this, like we can
go wank your little thing again. No sex position allowed.
It's quite concerning to talk about wanking. It's quite concerning to talk about wanking with your daughter's fucking teddy. It's really concerning to talk about wanking with your daughter's teddy. I'm just gonna say that.
How do you know that's not his teddy?
Yeah.
Why are you assuming?
Why are you assuming?
Yeah.
He might like Minnie Mouse.
He likes the image.
I mean,
you
by
can see
the way,
the image in his head, I think.
By the way, I'll see you guys later. You enjoy it. Don't kill yourselves yet. We're still there.
What a beautiful
message
from
guys. I'll let Moyo come on the stream and cry.
What a beautiful message from the US Office of the Samaritans.
I'll see you later, guys. Enjoy.
Don't kill yourself yet.
Going back to the
super chat.
Go on.
So just before you go back to the super chat. I'm speaking for me, and other people might feel the same. I can be patient if I've got things to go off that will give me hope for the future. Like, we could be playing like shit right now in terms of we could be leaking goals, but going forward, if we were creating hella chances and it was just like we were scoring a couple, like say we were losing games 3-2, I can hold on to something there. I can go, okay, we're not winning games, but we're creating chances, scoring goals. That gives me confidence going forward if we can just fix up the defense. But like I said, there's nothing to hold on to. So why am I giving time to nothing? What am I holding on to? There's nothing. And that's the thing. I can be patient, but you have to show me, give me a reason to be patient. Otherwise, what is the point? At that point, it's just
I mean,
very true.
Poch is a coward, not a symbol of strength like past managers, other than Potter. No urgency at 0-0, no 10. Levi at left back, Silva running down a shot clock, no cohesive build up, and also the time wasting against Bournemouth, a team that haven't won in the league yet. Andy says get classified in. I don't know who classified.
He means Classref.
Oh, Classref. Well, I did send him the link, so if he's around, it'll roll through. Big up Mr. Smith saying a few Smith streams back, you all lambasted the streamer for being too negative. You argued that we looked good against Luton. Not in the first half. The second half, we looked a lot better. First half, it wasn't great.
That streamer said that Luton game was a smash and grab. That's why.
That was all something different.
Oh, you're talking about Zia.
And also, I will say that at the time, we felt, this was before the Forest game as well, we felt more positive because we'd only had, in our eyes, one bad performance for a lot of us in West Ham. And you could just argue that was a case of not finishing chances. Since then, we had the Forest game where we played even worse than the West Ham game, and then this game. So, like, at the time, well, like we've all said, like, we were wrong. Ziad was right. Like, at the time, it's about.
But Ziad was talking about Wimbledon, though. That's where y'all wrong. He was talking about when we made 7 changes. That's why I was trying to tell Ziad it's different. I said you can expect what you saw tonight because it was 7 changes.
Yeah.
And that's when I said going forward, because even remember, after week 1, I complained. And everybody said I jumped the gun. But when I was saying about the Wimbledon match with Ziyech, the only objection I had was Ziyech is a little bit different because we made 7 changes that night. So I kind of expected it to look that way.
Yeah, and it's just about perspective, and it's just about when you call it, because like the perspective at the time from a lot of us was different as it is now. It took a couple of games or even one game really, but it's just about perspective at the time. I can go back and say that he was right. Like, we were wrong in that situation. He was right, but it just took the Forest game and then this game to see that.
But that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You can change your opinion with new evidence. I never get why people don't understand.
As long as you're not a complete flip flop, I'm talking a whole 180, like one extreme to the other. Then new information brings new
flip flop back off for a couple of weeks.
Nah, man, Ziad can go fuck himself. I'm not.
Yeah.
Big up to Ken saying Lewis needs to moderate the panelists. It's okay to have a different opinion because Jimmy and Gang has no coaching license. What?
How do you know that?
He's saying that you can come on the panel, have a different opinion, and these guys don't have any room to talk, and it's not like they're any better than the people they're criticizing. That's a super chat.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but like the nature of stream's always been to just let people just say.
I'm gonna call bullshit on this because I'm telling you right now, Frank Lampard has a coaching license, and I guarantee I could coach the team better than he did last season. I guarantee.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair point. So could Duoscope, so could Jimmy, so could all of us.
I was just saying, bro, there are plenty of managers I can name right now that have coaching licenses that I can guarantee you I can coach the team better than they did.
By the way, I don't need a goddamn coaching license to know that Levi Colwell is not a left back.
Yeah. And Chilwell ain't a left winger.
And Chilwell ain't a left winger, and Gallagher ain't a 10. And Enzo's not a 10. I don't need a coaching license.
Gallagher ain't a 10. Gallagher ain't a human. He's a dog.
Oh, whatever. I don't need a coaching license to know that. Do you know what I mean? And by the way, move on. I've lost the will to speak about this. Let's move on.
Big up Dinner should say Poch is a coward, and cowards never win. Tough times.
Well said.
Who's doing that, man?
Oh yeah. Leon, that's making a lot of background noise, bro. Right. Xavi, what are you saying, my guy? You all good?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
That was a bit loud. That was a little loud.
Wait, try again.
Take the microphone.
Hello.
There you go.
That shit, because the shit was on 100. My fault. Because I was on my laptop. But first things first, when you have, I don't want Andrew to be like, oh, all the time, but leading out with Conor Gallagher as captain, that's where you first go wrong. This is where you just first go wrong. I knew it was gonna be a bad day. When I saw that.
You might hate him worse than me, you know. That's wow.
You know what? Conor Gallagher, if Xavi was ill and Gallagher could cure his illness, and Xavi would say, "Why didn't you do it sooner, bro?" That's this guy. You know what I mean?
Nah, but on a serious note, I'm kind of worried about that. Like the performance is over. Shit. I'm just kind of worried about if we don't pick up points in our next 3 games. That next run, that game that we have is crazy. If we don't pick up points there, and then our confidence gets low, and I don't think these guys have like the mental strength to pick themselves up from losing like that, we might be in another scrap again.
You know what? This might sound the way this team's performing. Give me a point right now against Villa.
Oh, 100%.
You know what? I don't care. Give me a point right now. I'll go 6 points in 6 games. I don't care. The way Villa are playing, nah. I'm not. Nah.
The chances of us beating a Villa low block when they do inevitably low block against us.
Take a point. I'll take
Yeah,
a
take a
point.
point. 100%.
Move on.
I was gonna say because the way it looks right now, they're gonna kill us in transition. Because like everything I talked about earlier, by the way, when I talked about the fact that Bournemouth their finishing let them down, Villa that ain't gonna happen. Look what they did in the game 2 days ago. Like obviously they weren't doing well, but they kept going. They kept going right till the end. They kept playing right till the end, kept all their best players on the pitch as well. In Diaby, Bailey, they had 2 strikers on the pitch, one of which scored. Oh, guess where that striker came from, by the way? You want to talk about level of playing? He came from the MLS and is doing bits in a Unai Emery system.
Oh, and that goal was elite.
And he came from the MLS and has barely played 50 games. So don't talk to me about experience and where they come from and whatnot. You're a good manager, you get them playing. I'm going to keep going on that, Jimmy, until people get it through their 6 goals.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Until people get it through their 6 goals.
They love to try
keep going. They're going to kill us next week. They're going to kill us in transition.
They are.
And one thing I don't like about Poch is his excuse of having everybody fit to win games. Like, we got to understand, this is Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. We got to be able to beat them without Nkunku. Like, we do not need Nkunku to beat these guys, bro. That's
we shouldn't, but our entire team is fucking kindergarten kids, so I'm not surprised they're bumbling over themselves trying to figure out how to kick a ball in a straight direction. Cough, cough, Jackson. Like, I don't know.
Right. Perfect. Let me go back onto those Fabrizio tweets quickly just before we wrap up. Just because I remember there was one more that I didn't bring up. No, quotes. Yeah, not tweets.
Before you do that, Lewis, what is the point of Poch keep playing Cole at left back? I struggle to see it.
He's just it just comes down to misprofiling again. Like, this guy's not good 1v1. We've seen that. So don't put him in positions where he's going to be isolated 1v1, which is more often than not what happens in fullback areas, especially if the guy ahead of them isn't going to track back, which was a legitimate criticism of Mudryk yesterday. That means you need to have someone that's good 1v1 defending, or at least competent. And Cole isn't good 1v1 defending. I also don't think he's got the recovery pace, because he's not going to be a guy as well that meets the person head on. He wants to cover a lot of the time. So because of that, he's going to back off constantly. He's not going to be a guy that's going to step to them. So you're just misprofiling the player, and all it's doing is killing his confidence. This is a guy who was performing last season, performing as a left centre-back consistently, was performing against teams like Arsenal, was giving Ødegaard problems, was giving whoever else problems. And now you're playing at left back, killing his confidence. This is the same shit. But again, this is the same shit Lampard was doing. This is the same shit that Potter was doing with some of the young players, killing their confidence. Poch is doing the same thing, and he was meant to be good with young players.
Like, I don't know if y'all mentioned it, but I feel like Cole Palmer fucking got into the box and passed it when I know he probably would have shot that before.
Cool. Sorry, I just had to deal with some shit. Right. Let me find these Pies tweets. So there was one on Ivan Toney saying we're interested, but nothing advanced yet. We'll see which club comes to the right money to try and convince Brentford. I don't understand why we keep talking about protecting the squad. I don't get what we're
that was confusing to me. If we don't sign Ivan Toney, we're fucked. I'm just saying that now.
What do they mean by protecting? I don't understand the use of that word.
Get it.
What do you mean by protecting?
It's like, what? We'll keep making excuses until then. Is that what they mean?
Do they mean like protecting their investments? Because, like, I'll be real, if we keep playing like this, your investments are fucked anyway. Like, in 2 or 3 years' time, when Enzo wants to leave, no one's paying 100 mil, which is what we paid for him, because they know they don't have to. And he's the type of player that will kick up a fuss and put in a transfer request in, and probably will miss training. And it's like, if we need to sell Mudryk, we're not getting anywhere close to what we sold him, what we bought him for. So your investments are fucked already. So it's not protecting your investments. So what are you protecting?
But I think that's kind of what they mean, though. It's like, what's it? They're not going to buy people that would jeopardize their position in order for them to kick up a fuss. They want to care and coddle, which is why I didn't want the club to fucking sign these players in the first place, because the first sign of trouble, they're going to want to look to ship them off or whatever. But yeah, I think that's what they mean, at least.
This one also says we're never fully convinced on signing a traditional number 9 striker, and we'll keep protecting this idea for the next 1 to 2 months, and then let's see what happens.
Fuck that. We do not have Pep Guardiola here. Can we just get a number 9, please?
I mean,
either that or utilize the wingers that we have in the squad, or utilize them more.
To be
I
fair,
need to see Mudryk get more game time. He has to start the next match.
Yeah, to be fair, like, what we were told is that this whole equation is going to be both Jackson and Broja up top. We haven't seen Broja yet, so he might be our savior.
Savior.
Well,
yeah, right.
Savior, yeah, no, that guy looks so raw last season. And now he's got a year out of the game.
Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it?
He's raw, which again is a nice way of saying you ain't it yet. You ain't it.
Thing is, he could be it and he can contribute, but the problem I have is the same issue I have with what we're talking about in Nkunku. Stop thinking these guys are going to save this team, because Broja, this is a guy who, 2 seasons ago was at Southampton on loan. This is not a guy who is going to come in and save this team. And I like Broja, but he's also not played football in like a year.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not going to save this team. Same way Nkunku's going to come back. Nkunku's going to come back having not played football in about 5 months or whatever it is. So don't expect him to save his team, because if you're expecting that, then, like, he's not Hazard, he's not Neymar, Mbappe, he's not these players. So like, what?
And also, we need a fix now. Like we can't be waiting until January because there's a lot of games to play.
The thing is, when you say like fixed, not like there's not much. There's no guarantee.
I'm talking about we need a fix from Poch, bro. We need a system.
Yeah, but okay, but like what? I mean, what? I mean, what do you mean? Like change the whole system entirely, or like?
No, like set up attacking patterns. Stop playing the fucking left center back at left back. At least have some system to where we know how we're playing. The players know where to be on the pitch. Like if you look at the Zerbi system, right? They know where to be. They know exactly. It's well rehearsed in training. It seems like Poch is changing it up every week as he goes by. It's like he's doing that one system in preseason. He had a set system. One player goes down. He's like, oh my God, we need to change it up. He did that shit against Liverpool where he put Chilwell. Okay, Trent is inverting. I understand that. But then he goes with that like it's going to apply to the rest of the teams. Like that was a special case. Like you don't need to play 3 CBs against West Ham. You don't need to play Chilwell's left winger. All right, you did that for West Ham. You do that again. It got against Luton, but that's fucking Luton. And then you try to do that against Nottingham Forest. It's not working. And you still consist with Colwell's left back. Like, come on.
The thing is, like, I mean, Poch is like more of like a pragmatic type of manager. He's not really one to be like. He's not going to be like making tactical tweaks every game or. You know, doing the most. He's kind of just going to stick to one formation and just stick it out for like a series of games. But I mean, I feel like we have a system. We just don't have all of our players fit to fit that system. At the end of the day, you know, and I feel like the players that we're playing, who are actually like when you're playing like a Chilwell left wing, or you're playing Cole Palmer like not in lines or whatever. Like, yeah, these things are going to happen, you know.
Nah, dude, that's a lie because we do have the players fit. First of all, I don't know why he wants to shoehorn this guy Gallagher into the team, right? You play Enzo.
That's reasonable because we don't have Caicedo. Caicedo didn't play.
But you have. But you're consistent. You want to shoehorn this guy, and you could put Enzo and Ogochukwu next to each other and have Cole Palmer playing.
It seems like he doesn't want to play Enzo deeper, which is why I'm even questioning that even if Nkunku's back, is he still going to play Enzo higher? It seems like he just doesn't want Enzo to.
No, it's because as soon as Chukwuemeka went down, he wants to play Enzo in the 10. Like, you know what I mean?
Deeper in preseason, played him deeper.
Yeah, like he played him as an 8 when like he switched it up against Liverpool.
Yeah, that is fair.
It's because
against Liverpool, he was going up and down. You know, I didn't know. Gallagher was actually deep, and then Enzo was kind of going forward. But it wasn't like he was like hanging forward. He was like it was more like an 8 position. You know, whereas now he's literally in a 10 position. I was seeing him at left wing against Bournemouth. Like I don't know. The thing that I don't get as well is that Poch came into the job, knew the players he had, knows the players he has. But it's still, it knows that he's come in allegedly to develop these players, but then is not playing Mudryk and playing Chilwell over him. Mudryk's not gonna develop that way, and I feel like obviously in terms of like the whole decision making thing, these guys are only gonna learn to figure out these puzzles after they build some cohesion and synergy to learn how to fix these puzzles, you know. And the fact of the matter is, a guy like Nkunku is essentially the centerpiece of our entire system. Him being out is going to slow down our progress. It just is. I don't know how else to really spin it, you know.
I don't think it should hinder us to the fact that we can't be Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, bro. I don't think that should be a excuse.
It's the decision making. Listen, Poch did some things I didn't like obviously the Enzo positioning, not taking off one of Gallagher and Enzo, and what's it called, and not playing a left back. That's all fine. But at the end of the day, we had chances. Just once we got to the actual box, it just became like Tuchel again, where everybody's brains just turned off, and then they start kicking it. Well, they don't know how to find it, the spare man. They don't Poch should probably set up a system where we can actually spread the teams by having 2 wingers actually hold the width. In order to do that, you would need to play Mudryk and you would need to play Madueke. That's something they could possibly look into. But yeah, I mean, we have the same players we had on some of the same parts. Some of the same players we had on the Potter. Therefore, the issues are going to be the same. Once we get to the box, these people aren't going to know what to do. It just is what it is.
Big up to Dinishan as well, saying Ange gets the best from our squad. Spurs are on fire. Yeah, based off the 4 games I've seen, I already believe we'd at least play better football and we probably would score more goals. They've had a tougher run than us as well.
We'd be in a better position right now with Ange. I'll even go one further, actually. I'm going to go one further because I've liked the football they've played so far. We'd be in a better position right now if we'd have got company.
Company?
We'd be in a better position right now than we currently are. If we'd have got company, we'd be in a better position. I'm not saying he would have got us top 4. I'm saying right now we'd be in a better position with company in charge.
Yeah, to be honest,
Burnley are playing better football than us.
So I see it.
Burnley look better than us right now.
How am I stressed about Burnley away, bro? This is just fucking dead. Fucking crap, man. Right. Well, this is just shit. We're probably going to wrap up here anyway. Big up to everybody that's been locked in. It's been a great discussion, as always. I feel like we got some home truths out in today's stream. And we will be back tomorrow for AC Milan versus Newcastle. And we'll pick an 8 p.m. kickoff. So yeah, check that out, people. Big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe. Who are we redirecting to? Right, we'll redirect to Said. Everyone head over there. Say Mud Brothers and all this shit because they have to acknowledge our brothers in terror. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Big up everybody. Like, subscribe. We're out and up the chart.